Hello, May 2nd. We're continuing our peace, health, prosperity, love, and blessing calls for COVID through May. So please continue to mark your calendars. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, Saturdays at 12 noon Pacific. And today being Saturday, we're going to do some of our community connection questions after we do our prayers, blessings, group healings. But I wanted to give a moment just to see if there were any particular requests before I get underway. I can't hear you, Maribel. You're on mute.
Oops, sorry. I said, my request, but I just got tested for COVID-19, and the prick test came out positive, and I do have like the throat, little bit of fever. So they ended up doing the nozzle thing, and I'll know next week if I'm a true positive or a false positive. But they were concerned because I had a little bit of the symptoms. But I said I've also been working a lot and homeschooling, so it could be a combination of things. And maybe I'm hoping it's a false positive, and that it's just other things.
Okay, so fever, throat, coughing. Was there anything else?
Some tightness in my chest.
Tightness in chest. Okay. All right. So as I mentioned in my text to you, we'll get in some one-on-one healing, a few every day until this is nipped in the bud. Okay. And we'll include, is everyone willing and to say some prayers for Maribel today?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And any other requests? I see a request in the chat for scarcity. Removing scarcity. Okay. Also, as an FYI, I just learned this tip yesterday. If when you're in the chat and you click on the, I think it's where it's in the chat and you click on the three dots, it lets you save the chat. It's in reactions where you can clap, do thumbs up. It's in participation where you can raise your hand and remove your hand. It might also be in that participation where you can save the chat, but I think it's actually in the chat part, because I know sometimes I give you guys links and you want to know. I'm logged in as an administrator, so it's showing a little differently than when I did it yesterday on a different call. So if you notice the way to do it from your end, please put that in the chat. Let me get out my healing crystal. Okay. Everyone take a deep breath. Breathing into your heart. I like to imagine that I'm at the feet of God, And sometimes I picture God as a form or in the essence of Lord Jesus, Bhagavan Krishna, Lord Buddha. Sometimes I am inclined to imagine God as Divine Mother or as the universe or as an like a space of nothingness. But I this is one of the things that I love doing at the beginning, just for greater attunement and connection to the divine, so that it's personal. It's a personal connection and personal relationship, not, just God out there somewhere, somewhere out there, but God within. And so sometimes I'll be it's interesting. It's like I'm an observer of the divine within me and I'm bowing to the divine within me. And sometimes I'm just sitting at the feet of God. And sometimes, like pick whatever image that you most resonate with in this moment. And it also creates greater attunement when you offer love and gratitude and reverence and devotion to God. Beloved Lord, Divine Mother, Divine Father, all the great, great ones, spiritual teachers, spiritual elders, angels, saints, helpers, and guides, we thank you. Thank you for blessing us all with divine light, divine love, divine power, with mercy, grace, and ease, with healing on all levels. May this purifying light heal us spiritually. Take a deep breath. Mentally, inhale. Heal us emotionally, etherically, physically. May it heal our immune systems, our respiratory systems. Heal all aches and pains, physically and psychologically. May traumas be healed. May scarcity be purified. May fear, stress, worry, and anxiety be dissolved and disintegrated and transmuted within all of us. Thank you, God, for helping us to know you, feel you, love you even more. Guide us. Let the intuition be clear and loud enough so that we can sense it. And bless us with healthy self esteem, healthy self confidence, so that we can take action on that guidance and intuition. Thank you for the blessings of prosperity and abundance, job safety and security for us and our loved ones. Blessings that even during times like this, We can get promotions, raises, extra active and passive sources of income. May this be a prosperous, fertile time for us. May we create the world that we would love to live in. May we create that within us, around us, and expand that beautiful, positive creation into this world and throughout the galaxy and universe. Let there be peace on earth, healing for all, plenty of food, clothing, and shelter for all, healing and medications for all, joy, hope, and positivity. Lord, help us to be your instrument. Guide us moment by moment by moment, day and night. Let us be thy vessel. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to serve. We bow to thee. Amen. Okay. Continue to let your heart and your crown chakras blossom. Feel love and gratitude in your heart chakra and in your crown chakra, or a happy moment. Let them get nice and big and bright. Good. Imagine the earth in front of you small. Okay. We're going to bless the earth using the great invocation by Holy Master Dwell Cool. So being aware of your heart and your crown chakra, and continue blessing from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light descend on earth. From the center of the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ and the great ones return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Be that beacon of love and light, okay? Let it just flow through you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the center of the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ and the great ones return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Let the plan of love, from the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the center, which from the center of the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ and the great ones return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May it seal the door where COVID dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Together, let light, love, and power restore the plan on earth. Good. Put your hands down, palms up on your lap, and just meditate for a little while with your eyes in an upward gaze. Relax and let go. Welcome peace, stillness, and quiet. Go deeper. Now let's bless again. Thank you, God, for blessing every person, every being on this planet with health and vitality, with hope and faith, with courage and fearlessness, with kindness, loving kindness, and non injury. Bless them with positivity. Bless them with prosperity and abundance, faith and trust, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Bless them with spirituality and oneness and greater attunement with you. Bless them with a generous heart, thinking of others, being selfless. God's blessings for all of our leaders, local, state, national, international leaders, corporate leaders, all people who are in a leadership role in their community, in their job, in politics. Bless them with wisdom, intuition, courage, hope, fearlessness, thinking, saying, and doing the right things. May they have the strength to do what is right, no matter the consequence or external opposition. May they have the inner strength and courage to do good, do right in this world. May we all be great leaders in our family, in our communities, and in life. May everyone who gets triggered recover quickly, forgive quickly, deeply, and fully. Return to their true self with a capital S, their soul self, their higher soul. May every person, every being be blessed with divine sweetness, divine comfort, divine love, tenderness, peace, inner peace, outer peace. Let there be peace on earth. Blessings be to all. Good. Now I want you to get into stillness again for a little bit. Palms down, eyes up. Like keep your palms in an upward position, but resting on your lap. Eyes in an upward gaze. Connect with God. Thank you. Good. Now let's pray for Maribel. Maribel, I want you to verbally, this is part of your receptivity, verbally ask us for prayers for you so that you can receive miraculous, instantaneous healing now.
I would like everybody to pray for me so that I can receive rapid, instantaneous healing now.
Good. So raise your hands. Bless Maribel. Maribel, I want you to verbally, so stay unmuted, verbally say, yes, yes, I am open and receptive to healing. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, I'm open to healing and receiving. Yes. Yes, I'm open to healing and receiving. Yes.
All of us are dissolving, disintegrating all COVID virus within your system. May you be completely healed now, now, now. So be it. Continue saying yes, Maribel.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Let all your fear, stress, worry, anxiety be disintegrated. Let all COVID virus be disintegrated. You just keep affirming yes and thank you. Is what okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 Lord, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Maribel, I want you to put yourself back in Italy when we had our spiritual retreat. And whether it was inside St. Francis's tomb or at the Portiuncula or in the cave, okay, whichever was your most sacred spiritual place, I want you to put yourself there and continue to mentally say yes and thank you. And I'm super receptive to healing now, now, now on all levels, okay? And we're going to continue blessing you for a little while longer. So we'll keep praying for you, blessing you, loving you.
Yes, I'm super receptive.
And which
Yes.
location did you pick so I can imagine you there?
The tomb of St. Francis.
Okay, got it. Where you were on your knees and your head was against the pillar?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I see you. Go there.
Yes. Thank you.
Namaste, St. Francis, Lord Jesus, God. Open up, receive all the blessings, all the healing now. Give God and St. Francis and Lord Jesus all of your fear, all of your doubt, all of your stress, all of your worry, all panic, all chaos, all drama. All wanting to pop out, run away, escape, not be present in your body. Give all of that to God. All your fears and worries about getting your girls sick and your family sick, offer that to God. Release all victimhood, all drama. Offer that to God. Stay there, knees bent at the tomb, head on the pillar of his tomb. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give a prayer of thanks and also thank our circle, our healing circle that we have here.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Okay. And we'll do more individual healing this afternoon and this evening and tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening until dawn. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. We got it, girl.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, overall group healing for everyone, okay? So why don't you guys picture your favorite holy place? And maybe it's something simple as just sitting at, your favorite beach or place that you walk in nature. Or if there's a temple or a church or basilica that you love. I see a few of you picturing Tirupati, India. Wherever it is, put yourself there in a place of reverence and gratitude, being open and receptive to healing. And mentally affirm, yes, thank you. I allow for miraculous, merciful, instantaneous healing throughout my entire system. Now, now, now. May all chakras, all meridians, all subtle bodies be blessed, be healed, be cleansed, be strengthened, regenerated. Now. Let all negative cords be cut, cut, cut. I had you guys bless humanity and also Maribel so that you would have even more good karma during this group healing. That's why I did it in that order. Hmm. Let God's sweetness and love and healing and peace just pour into you, transmuting anything that isn't love into love, letting your immune systems and respiratory systems be strengthened and healed. Slough it off, shake it off. Hmm. Good job. Now imagine yourself connecting to the earth, energetic roots going down, grounding yourself. Good. Expand your space bubble. At least as big as your house, if not property. I see a smile there, Martina. That's right. And instruct your space to have clear, healthy, strong, firm, appropriate boundaries. I have clear, healthy, strong, firm, appropriate boundaries. I am unavailable for other people's negativity. I am unavailable for viruses, unhealthy bacteria, diseases, illnesses of any kind. I am unavailable for other people's negativity, despair, chaos, helplessness, victimhood. I'm unavailable for negativity. I'm a yes, and openly, happily, joyfully receive love, receive prosperity, receive health and vitality, receive joy, receive all the yummy things that God wants to provide for me. I'm a yes to that. Thank you. Good. Take a few expansive breaths and integrate this healing. I'm going to type out into the chat our questions for today. Okay, how's everyone feeling? This would be a great time to let yourself be on camera because we're shifting into our community together time. So under participation, you can raise your hand, you can thumbs up people. Hopefully you are feeling better after the healing. So here are the connection questions that I'd love for you to do. You know, your name, your location. What are your favorite lessons you've learned during this current event? What are your favorite self-care rituals? I notice that mine have evolved. What is new in your life due to COVID that has been a beautiful surprise?
So I'll go first. I would like to thank everyone for sending me that healing. Um, it it helped me because my old pattern would have been to collapse, and I love the fear around me because it's reminding me to stand up to the power that I have. And I've been looking at all of my work in my journal since 2006 and looking at all the lessons that I've grown, um, and my self-care has been part of that, to look at that and like, I remember that, and playing the I remember game. I remember when this didn't scare me. I remember when this was like the most amazing thing, because I've actually followed YouTube recipes and Facebook recipes, and I've always thought, oh, I want to do that. And I made some amazing like things. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think I could cook this because I have 3 hours to cook. So I like that part of it. So my kids have been cooking with me because I'm not rushed everywhere. And just looking at all the lessons, my kids help me. I want to get up because I want to share this. My kids help me with putting some of my favorite, I call them Tiffany drawings. So I'm going to switch this around. Oh, I don't know how to do this. But this is from another one. That's my drawing, but here's a Tiffany drawing.
Nice. You should send me those pictures of those. Those are great.
It's true.
Keep
And
going.
then look, shields versus holding space.
Nice.
So I'm constantly like practicing that because sometimes I allow other people to come in and zing me, or I'm like invisible, or I become jagged or cold, or that was in the past. So I'm learning like, oh, that was a shield. Okay, how do I hold space? And I put hearts because for me, holding space is loving myself and loving others. So I thank you guys for sending me a lot of love. I really felt it. The energy was so strong. I was expanded, and I kept expanding to infinite. I couldn't figure out the ending of it. So I thank you guys. I'm from Claremont, California. My heart is here. My heart is in Italy and in India. So I was traveling all over the place. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Maribel.
Thank you. I'll send you the favorite Tiffany drawings later.
Okay.
Just from my journals and my notes and stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to see them.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I'll go next. Martina, I'm on Long Island. I'm going to start with my favorite self-care ritual. It's just walking my dogs. I found a forest really close by, and I just love being there. What is new in my life to COVID that has been a beautiful surprise? I used to, when I walk the dogs, I used to listen to audiobooks. That's my time, and that's my, and what I've been doing is I've been calling people. And I've been connecting, practicing boundaries and stuff, talking to my sister today. And I was like, wow, okay, I get to practice. Okay. My favorite lesson I've learned. I don't know, there's many.
You can name a few if you want.
One of the things that I'm learning is that I can actually stand pretty grounded despite the chaos that is around me. And it's really neat. It's just, it's like you don't know what to trust in the news because it's all really confusing. And it's, I always say it's an easy way to control people if we keep them confused. But can I still stay grounded inside of that one? And can I still love? And that's one of the things. That's one of the big things. Yeah, I think that's it for right now.
Thank you. Jeff, I see you smiling. You want to go next?
My name is Jeff. I live in Mountain View up in the Bay Area in California. I was sitting here thinking about my lesson. I don't know that I can capture. It's still sort of forming. I mean, I certainly have enjoyed a certain sense of space, and that has come with pluses and minuses or learning experiences, such as um, there's this clarity around this underlying feeling that I've had, like I think my whole life. It's just sort of like a and like how I deal with that. So there's a lot of opportunity to bring more present awareness to how I feel as opposed to the multitude of distractions that are available to me because I feel like I used to feel like when I was a teenager when I didn't have as much freedom or money and I sort of was I felt trapped in a small town. There's a sort of aspect to that a little bit, and so I'm sort of like, oh, what are my new choices in this day and in this time? So I, m- it's just sort of revealing to me. I don't have any more to say on it tonight. I like riding my bike. I ride my bike almost every day now. Sometimes far, sometimes not so far, but I like exploring all the neighborhoods and places that I wouldn't have gone in on a bike before. So, because it's really easy to get there with so few cars, like Stanford campus and some other places. Uh, um, Self-care rituals. I guess cooking is just like Maribel mentioned. So I cook a lot more. Every 3 times a day, every day. So that's I don't know. I've ever done that. So maybe once a day or once a week. Anyway, thanks. I'm out.
Nice. Thanks, Jeff. Anna or June? I see June just unmuted.
All right, let
Come
me
on
get
over.
it. I'm June and I'm from Florida. And what are my favorite lessons
All I
that I
can
learned?
see is your mouth, honey.
How's that? I can't see and I can't see you without
Oh, it's the angle of your screen. Okay.
better. Okay, perfect. All right, so what are my favorite lessons that I learned during this current event? I've learned that I would say the world that we're a lot closer, like all over. Like I feel close to everybody in the world for the first time. Like they're not out there. We're all together in this thing. And my favorite self-care rituals have been baths and allowing nature in, like leaving the doors open and just allowing the sunshine to come and purify my house and warm my house up and just kind of following the natural rhythms of nature. And what's new in my life due to COVID, a beautiful surprise is that um, there was a gift of financial that I received in my bank account. And then there's also 2 weeks of vacation, paid vacation, to assist. And that is a nice surprise for me. Beautiful surprise. Thank you.
Thanks. Anna?
Oh, just taking myself off mute.
Hey, Pumpkin.
And let's see. Favorite self-care rituals. I have a lot of cuddles with my son. And I have exercises that my chiropractor gave me. And I actually have Alex and I give him kisses while I'm doing them. And let's see. Favorite lesson learned during this event. Let's see. Well, actually, I feel that the favorite thing I've had so far is just having a lot of chances to just really connect more with God and just be so thankful for everything. So that's been really good. And my favorite surprise, let's see, is learning how to bake with sourdough starter.
Ooh, next time you come here, do it, do it.
I'll try to bring Sally my sourdough starter to LA.
Okay. Thanks for putting your light on.
Yes, I know. So I'm like, wait.
Okay. Well, for me, I live like 10 minutes from Disneyland. And my favorite lesson, well, the first one that comes to mind is that it is possible to be peaceful and calm in the middle of chaos at a global level. Like before, it was more theory and mental, and I could be, peace in certain situations and around certain groups of people, but to actually have deep inner peace amongst a world of chaos is a whole new level. And I haven't been peace 24/7, but the amount of times that I have and the depth has been a new level for me. My favorite self-care rituals, um, gardening. I am now like officially a farmer with so many things. Can I read you like my list of awesome garden things that I've planted? Okay. I have 4 different kinds of tomatoes, zucchini, cauliflower, pumpkin, strawberries, yellow squash, artichoke, 4 different kinds of basil, catnip, lemon balm, chamomile, lavender, I said lavender, spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, russet potatoes, blueberries, raspberries, green beans, cucumber, eggplant, watermelon, cantaloupe, cabbage, green onion, shallots. I'll be planting garlic and echinacea, and I recently bought a Meyer lemon tree and a little Cado dwarf tree, which arrives soon. So it was like a small interest pre-COVID, but I really didn't want to do the legwork to like grow my own stuff because I, felt lazy and like a princess, and I wanted other people to do it for me. And there's been something magical about me getting my hands dirty and playing in the dirt. My basic chakra, my moneymaker, with all that earth energy is stronger, it's healthier. My physical health is better. I love my plants and my flowers and my gardens and my roses and my palm tree, and all of that has really beautified my front yard, and I'm still in the process of planting some things, and I feel happy as a garden mom. And they love it when I meditate outside. And I've also started to do the Anat Banyal method lessons again in these last few weeks. One of my girlfriends, Michelle, she's been teaching classes and I've been tuning in. virtually to her classes. And I also have all of the videos to do them at home. And I've been applying a bunch of new essential oil applications because Martina got me hooked. So instead of like the single oils or just a couple of different blends, now I'm doing like these 10-step application processes and doing like a different application every day or every other day. And I'm loving it. And my body loves it. And I'm healthier and more joyful and more peaceful and have a stronger immune system than I did before, and more loving. So I'm really liking those, all the mini oils. I love the beautiful surprises would be definitely the gardening, because that's totally new. I love this time space that I have more of to relax, to veg out. And I have I'm not eager to have to go and produce stuff work-wise. I feel like I can just be, and I don't have to do anything more that I'm doing. Like between, these healing calls twice a week, my healing sessions, and the online course for highly perceptive people that I've been doing, like I feel like that's enough. And I've been invited to attend and participate with other joint venture workshops. Like there's one this weekend, and I know they're all like antsy to team up and let's collaborate and let's create all this other stuff. And I'm just like at this peaceful place where I'm like, no, I like my life as it is. I don't need to do more. Like I'm just in a peaceful place. And if they want to do all the work and just invite me to be a guest speaker, heck yeah, I'll be a yes to that. But I am still on sabbatical from being the one who's the pioneer creating all of this stuff for me and for everybody else to do. So I like that. Yeah. Maybe on a future call, I'll show you some of my garden plants that are growing. There's something so fun about the creation energy. Like that's been surprising how much I would actually like it. Like to see the little growth, and then it gets bigger and then it gets bigger, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. and the like taking romaine lettuce and like cutting it in a way that you could then put it in water and have it sprout and then like go into the ground and it like regrows itself. And the same thing with like cabbage and I've just, and celery, and those were like just happy creation surprises that I'd heard of before but hadn't really tried. And I like the idea of being responsible for what I'm putting into my body, by growing it all organically and knowing where it came from and have it be like literally straight from my garden to my table, Can't get any fresher than that. My basil is the only thing that's really ready now. I might have some romaine lettuce, but all the rest still needs more time to grow. So those are my happy surprises and lessons and self-care that I'm doing. Any other questions or comments or requests for today's call? Got the thumbs up. Thank you. Martina, just a quick thing. I did the inflammatory application this morning because my body was just like aching from all this heavy lifting, gardening stuff. Like it's been laborious, and my body was like just aching last night and today. And I did the inflammatory, and it feels like just a few hours later, like I'm not achy. So yeah, that's pretty exciting to see how fast that worked. And I mean, I had like level 10 ache. Like I didn't want to get out of bed, you know. I needed to bathe in arnica or something, you know. and doing that inflammatory application, and then within a few hours I was like, oh, no more aches or pains. I didn't have to take any pain stuff, you know, like just do the oils.
Good for you. Good for you. And good for you for experimenting and playing with it, and, you know, and sharing what you get. It's just, it's really exciting. You know, I know, you know, I told you I mostly do the infectious disease because that's the flu thing, you know, the flu rub down I do, and I know it works. But, you know, I think it's really cool that you're just playing with them and sharing. You know?
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
And you can share all of it with Maribel because she says she needs that. So
okay, I will, sweetie. Actually, let me just pause. I'm gonna go get the application book. I'm gonna tell you now. 1 second.
Would anyone like to see pictures of my seedlings?
Okay. So these are from Symphony of Cells. Maribel, and anybody who has sickness. This is the infectious disease protocol, ID. These are the conditions that it does. And these are the oils that it needs. Okay, so frankincense, carrier oil. I usually use coconut oil. You can screenshot this. Okay. Oregano.
it's reflecting, so I'm not sure that's going to work. So
Okay.
The easiest would be to take a picture, you know, with your phone and then post it. My phone died, so I cannot do that. Sorry.
Well, anybody who needs that in a hurry and they don't have time to wait to order these, which this combo is only like $15 if you go to symphonyofthecells.com.
I put that on the
okay. And I got both the application and this chart because it's a real quick cheat sheet. And it was only $15 or so for the combo. Okay. And there's emotional ones in here too, which I've shared with a couple of you. Next one, I've tried several. And I just got a shipment of oils in last night so that I can try a few more new ones too. Like I'll try forgiveness, and I'll try hormone, um and the inflammatory was new today, and like the table of contents. So it has the basic one, cardiovascular, cellular 2, chi, digestive, amoebic, which is about emotions, forgiveness, hormone, infectious diseases, inflammatory, lymphatic, maxim, neurological, osteo for your bones, purpose, respiratory, sensory, solar. I did that one for my kidneys. So, and then
Maxim is for cancer.
Maxim is for cancer. Okay. And then it has all these great like oil substitutions, so that if you don't have one of those oils, you can look for the substitutes, and sometimes it's even cheaper. But anyone who's interested in that, just reach out to me and I'll tell you. And the other thing is, half of you are already joining me in my mentor program that I'm doing, and a few like Anna and Martina are redoing it, or re-upping, I should say, and and a couple others who aren't on the call right now. So if you are really loving doing this work with me and having these Zoom calls and receiving the mentorship, the way it'll work is I'll teach a new topic every time, and there'll be a group healing and time for laser coaching and requests for healing and things like that. And then there's other additives depending on what level that you guys might be interested in. So this, where did it go? One second. So I just wanted you to have access to my mentor program. Officially, it starts the beginning of June. I might see about pushing it back a little bit, given that we're still doing all the COVID stuff. But tentatively, as of now, it starts June 3rd and goes for 6 months. And if you guys need a payment plan that's different than what's there, just ask me. We'll work it out. Okay? And if you want to save anything that's in this chat, just click on the save chat option, because that won't be saved in the video that you'll get from me later in the recordings. Okay? All right. I think those are the main things that I wanted to share with you guys. I appreciate you joining me so regularly, and feel free to invite others. Okay? Next Wednesday at 6 o'clock and Saturdays at noon. Okay, anything else?
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Thank you all.
Stay on the line, Maribel, when we're done, and we'll get you scheduled. Okay.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.